Good to go. Wow. Took Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Surprised he didn't take Sylvan Scrying. What? That's better for me in the long run. Probably thinking I didn't get a Chromatic Star or Sphere. Doesn't know about the forest yet. I think next turn though I'm definitely using forest so I can go ahead and fetch. Put away a Pithing Needle. Alright, this time he's absolutely taking my Sylvan Scrying. Oh, that's fine. I'm just gonna be looking for one piece of Tron. I guess since I have a forest in hand, I might as well use this to see what I draw into next. Okay, not a bad draw if I had Tron online. Okay, now he's taking Mr. Khan, very creative here. That's my notification on live. Nope, I guess somebody else went live. Oh no, that's mine. Oh, shit. Casual modern. Discord notifications. Oh, the notifications going off. Not cast damage, and I'm sure he's gonna hit me with the Thoughtseize again. There it goes. He has two cards in hand, really. There's pretty much decided to spend this game trying to take all my options away. Hey, what's up, Strats? My day's going pretty good. Like, I took the morning off from streaming today. That's because I kind of didn't really feel like it. Like, from my stream the day before of playing Tron in a league, I pretty much took the Karns and Ugins and put, I think, one Nicol Bolas or something like that, just to, get some practice as far as repetition goes with using the Tron base. And I was able to win 3 out of 5 games, so it's not bad, but I feel like when the new Kaya gets released, it will change a lot of things for my deck. Because the Kaya is pretty much just like a Karn Liberated, except it's 5 mana cost. The only difference is she has an ultimate ability. Like this opponent I'm going up against now, so far they've spent most of the game just trying to take away all my options. But even now I'm one turn away from ultimating and ending the game. Like if I draw any of my planeswalkers except Nicol Bolas, I can ultimate and win the game. Well, Nicol Bolas, Karn, Ugin, of course. Target artifact creature or planeswalker. That's probably what he's gonna put back in his hand. Return to its owner's hand. Oh, I have to choose a card. Thoughtseize. It's a easy choice. But yeah, how's your day been going so far? No counterspell, no counterspell, no counterspell. Dragon God. I think he has a legendary creature though. Yes, he does. That's unfortunate. Oh, well, I guess I did say I wanted to name Planeswalker. Probably should have specified no Nicol Bolas Dragon God. Nice. Did you get the cards in packs or did you buy them individually? By the way, happy birthday, man. What were you looking for? Mm, 7, 11, 13. Oh, that's game. That you don't gamble. Hey man, that gambling thing is almost the same way I feel about playing in tournaments right now. Like with my deck, because it's so focused, along with, most of the meta, it's pretty much gambling. Depending on what you get, you either win or lose. But I've also come to realize that since Tron can be win or lose by turn 3 if I get Karn or not, it's pretty much gambling. And like it's kind of funny too, it's... Oh, my phone keeps going off. Turn this down. I find it kind of funny too. I realized recently the more focused the deck is that's going against Tron, the easier it is to win against the deck. Like say for example the life gain combo. Guess I'll save that for now. With the life gain combo, it's like if you remove the Helioid piece, it almost completely shuts it off. Then if you exile one more of the other cards, they are pretty much stopped completely. Or if you use an ensnaring bridge to make it to where big creatures can't attack, and then dump your hand. Or use Karn Liberated to exile cards from your hand. They have a pretty tough time coming back from that. Also, like you've seen here, for me it's pretty easy to assemble Tron at this point. I think that has a lot to do with the fact that now I just play the odds. I don't even really worry about interacting with the opponent. Which is good in a sense, but also bad at the same time because the game has become less enjoyable. Dang, it's pretty good. Guess since he's going that route, he's probably gonna have a counter spell next turn. Two Dead Shadows, so he's aware that doubling season doubles the counters on Blast Zone, so I can't actually hit his Dead Shadows right now. But let's see. If I go get Walking Ballista next turn, I can potentially have 10 mana available. So I can have it coming as a 3/3, then they'll double, so it'll be a 6/6. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go get a tower here. Nice, I got the Cascading Cataracts. That's actually what I was planning on getting at first. But I changed my mind just because he has 2 Death Shadows in play. Okay, let's go get Walking Ballista here. I'm wondering if he'll scoop to the Ballista though. Unless he bolts himself. But even if he bolts himself, I can still just go ahead and kill both the Death Shadows, so that wouldn't work. Hey man, those are pretty good lands. Hey man, sounds like it was an amazing birthday. I'm right back. Pithing Needle. I wonder what he's gonna name. I'm pretty sure it'll be Walking Ballista. But who knows, it might be Karn Great Creator. Yep, Karn Great Creator. Another Pithing Needle. Now this one is for Walking Ballista. But if he's gonna name Ballista, I'm okay with it. At least I have a 2/2 on board that can constantly swing at him. Yep, Walking Ballista. Dot Scour. This one in time, I just want to draw into any one of my Planeswalkers. Inquisition, so he's taking away my Sylvan Scrying. I think one huge problem that Jund or Black Red or Black Red Blue in this case has against me is the fact that I don't play fetches. So if they're playing Scourge of the Skyclave, he normally ends up coming down super late in the game. Alright, Ballista for 1, I guess. Or Ballista for 2. Only advantage he has right now is the card draw from this. But then he'll be constantly losing life. I'll say it's safe to say I don't need to fetch any more lands, because if a piece of Tron ends up getting destroyed, I would like to be able to just go fetch it. There, I'm so used to having Oath of Nissa out, I just went straight in and tapped the lands. I guess he didn't realize that this is game now. Now we should scoop. Probably. Yep. But yeah, as far as my deck composition goes, here you can see I've made a bunch of different versions. So far, this has seemed to be the better one. One of the main things in it is putting 4 copies of Karn Liberated in here. After that, it's just pretty much the same Planeswalkers. Like all of the ones to pretty much start an infinite combo. Then, let's see. I had 2 copies of Ancient Strings in here before. I just went down to 1 and I put a copy of Metamorphose in. Just because it's an extra card draw and it also sets the mana that I need. But it's pretty much the same deck. The main thing now is it's all a lot more fun to play versus just playing for Tron or just playing the combo by itself. And the main reason I'm here playing games is just to get the feel of it down to see... Oh shoot. I'm going the game on myself. Let's see. Yeah, I'm up for a random. After all, I'm just here chilling, you know, playing games. Just send me the invite when you get on and I'll join. Well, since I'm not in the business of keeping one-landers... So I have no idea what I'm going up against yet, so I kept a kind of risky hand. It's probably turn 4 Tron, 4 or 5 maybe. But then I still have the doubling season to fall back on if things don't really work out. Did she... I think she ended up skipping her turn. I'm just gonna skip back. Yeah, hey, when I first started, I skipped my turns a lot. Like, I mean, it was bad. I would lose games just because I pressed the wrong button. Uh... And then I would lose game to time, man. People would time me out. I didn't know how to use the interface good enough to not time out. So that would piss me off a little bit. Getting some phenomenally bad hands here though, except this one is definitely keepable. See, no Ugin, no Karn. I guess no Karn again. So we're just going here for turn 3 Tron and then figure out what happens after that? Oh man. See, she got them nice lands. Oh man, you're gonna spend some birthday swag on me too? You know, I'll take 4 lands. I guess I'll go get Tron online here. That's pretty funny. So she's an aggro player. What type of deck is she playing? Hmm. Hmm. Kind of like that card. What is this? Okay. I'm just gonna play for combo here just to see how far I get. That and I pretty interested in what she's playing over there. Low drop flyers. Hmm. The adventure card here seems pretty cool. By the way, you might want to let her know that she can use Aether Veil on my turn versus... Okay, I guess it pumps up this creature, so it makes sense why she would do it on her turn versus mine. Oh, I thought you said she wasn't a good player. Uh, I'll be right back again. Her deck does not seem bad at all. Like, from the looks of it, she's still able to get decent amount of damage in. Like, I know for sure I lose the game here if I don't draw into doubling season, and then if she counters anything, I lose. So obviously, she might not be the best, but her deck building is pretty good. No, I'm dead regardless. Hey, she definitely seems like she knows her deck though, so that's good. I didn't really expect the damage to ramp up that quickly. Like, I know people who are probably more invested in Magic than her who will make worse decks. But at the same time, being someone out there who's making a deck that no one has seen before is also pretty entertaining and exciting. And these are some bad hands. Let's see if she began the game with 7 cards in hand. Nope. Look at this, 3 cards in the Temio. It is terrible. Alright, we'll definitely keep this one. Don't need 2 mines. Don't need the scries. Don't need the cataracts. Alright, I guess we're gonna go with this. Well, at least you know we do Tron things around here. We assemble Tron on turn 3 with absolutely nothing to do. I don't know how many people I've seen with this land though. Turn 1 Aether Veil again. I think that's what she was mulliganing for, maybe. I've yet to see her play a Ghost Quarter, but on the off chance that she does, can't really afford to be off by Tron on much here since I just have a land in my hand. Okay, so no Ghost Quarter. What is this? She has a very, very colorful deck. Does she on the deck in paper as well, or is it just on Magic Online? Nice. So turn 3 card. It's coming back from getting down to 3 cards. Oh, what is she doing? Instant or sorcery. Hope she does. Okay, she didn't sack it. Hey man, what can I say? Tron doing Tron things. Earlier this morning, I played against a guy who was playing Primeval Titan. You know, that whole combo Field of the Dead, Valakut and all that. And I mulliganed down to 1 card. And I was able to come back and get Tron. And when he was about to win the game because I had doubling season out, I had a card liberated in my hand. I played it and I reset the game. When he saw that I had card first because I got it with an Oath of Nissa, he was like nice because he thought he was gonna win. Then as soon as the card reset the game, he was like, "Never mind, that's not nice. That's terrible." But that's from me coming back from having 1 single Tron land in my hand, which is pretty hilarious. So like you can imagine, every single thing went right. But yeah, after he won that second game, he just quit. I guess it wasn't enough for having a third one. Also, I think I could have won the second game. The reason why I ended up losing is I chose to try to combo versus stopping his Primeval Titan entering the battlefield trigger. Let's see. This card right here, what's that? Torpor Wharf. I could have played it with Karn Great Creator, but I chose not to, and that's ultimately why I ended up losing the game. Well, she's definitely got an army going on over there. No, she might end up winning this game if I don't draw into Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Hope she knows. Yeah. Okay, she's attacking pretty good though. Also, she's only used up 2 more minutes than me. Wow. I think she might have this game. I don't play Allah's Dust. The main reason why I don't play Allah's Dust is I have way too many colored permanents. Like all my planeswalkers are colored except for the Karns, Ugins, and that's about it. Everything else is colored. So it would basically erase my own win condition if I did. Like, it is safer to just play another copy of Ugin. You wanna see something funny though? I wonder if she has no counter spells in hand. So with my deck, it tends to more want to control what's going on versus just try to win. In this case, the control aspect will definitely shine through. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out here what's better to do. Either to make it to where I can't lose the game. I guess I took the other one out. I guess let's start out with her not attacking. So now, literally, only two of her creatures can attack. This one and this one. Everything else cannot attack. So their head is gonna swell so much. Hey, if she gets Vapor Snag, she got it. Nope, land. That's good for me. She's probably gonna attack Karn. Great Creator now. Only for 2 damage though, so that's good. Man, she's watched you play a couple games, I see. Hey, I started out by saying her deck wasn't that bad, so I agree with her. I hope I draw into Cascading Cataracts here, otherwise I might be dead. Blast Zone. I guess I can also do a Blast Zone. Well, if it helps, I'm not just gonna give her a free win. Okay, let's see what she casts. Okay, that's a good call on her end right there. Definitely figuring out the way to get some damage in. Well, she didn't cast anything, so go ahead and do this. Now all her 1/1s are gone, except for the 2 she has coming in. Or just 1. Wow, she's definitely playing a unique deck right there. Hmm. Who knows? It might end up being one of the things that save her in this game. I think the perfect thing to do in this case would be to use her creatures to win against her. She has a 1/1. If I get an angel, she just can't win it all. Hey, the token is. I've never seen that token before. I'm actually kind of surprised by it. A catbird? Hey man, I guess you can find everything in Magic, right? Now let's see if she attacks Catbird and another creature. Just Catbird. I'll take the damage. Just because I don't know if she has pump spells or not. So I'm just, being on the cautious side since I can't lose the game anyways. Okay, so let's play a card here. Oh man. Let's go see here now. Okay, she went to go fetch something. It's 7, 8 mana that I have. Let's say it's safe to say probably should just try to win my combo and then that's all. Also prevents her from countering spells. She's doing pretty good though. Another Catbird. And she also did that on my turn. Okay, yeah. So she drew into a land. She's probably gonna target Karn with both of them. Or target me. Nope, just targeting me. I wonder if she actually read my Platinum Angel. Okay. So now I drew into a doubling season. Okay. Alright, let's go use Karn here. And yes, Chromatic Ori so I can use any color mana. Let's go ahead and play a doubling season. And we'll see if the top 3 cards on my deck will actually get me to win the game or not this turn. Even if she has a counterspell though, I'm not worried about it just because if that fails I could just use Planar Bridge to figure something else out. Has she seen my deck go off yet? Oh, that's funny. Okay, I guess I'll cast this first. Sam with the test, I like it. So I'm gonna have her lose by all her own creatures. Since I got my combo online now, so start off by going to get Small Jace, and Nicol Bolas. Then let's make some copies. Then let's go ahead and fetch some more planeswalkers. She really. Okay, alright. I guess we still have game 3 to go. Hey, she got me down there pretty good though, so. Who knows, maybe next game she got it. Man, I'll say for sure though, if she had won that game, you would have been hearing about it all night long. Hey, it's a good thing I decided not to block though. The way I look at it, if I can't lose unless she gets rid of it, then there's no way she can win. It's a terrible hand. Definitely keeping this hand. So I get rid of an extra mine. Now I'm pretty much set up to get Tron online on turn 3. Then also play Doubling Season on the same turn. Just gotta figure out a way to cast the Planeswalker. Scry 2. How long has she been playing Magic? Dang, that open swept teeth though. Hey, you don't even see professional plays with those. A year and a half. Okay, she's doing pretty good. If you type exclamation mark and then card, and then put the card name, should pop up the card information like that. Wait. She's vapor snagging her own thing. She's pretty good. You said you're merciless. Hey, this shoot, man, but her using those things is pretty amazing. Alright, what she do this time? Alright, so let's put this out. She has only 2 cards left in hand. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's fair to say card liberated and exiling a card from her hand is better. Guess she can't get enough damage on the board fast enough to kill it. So I think that's pretty much game for her, unless she can find a way to deal enough damage to card to kill him. With her losing 1 card in hand every turn. Then next turn, I'll look at casting Sylvan's Crying to go get a Cascading Cataracts. So then I can play my doubling season, and following that I'll play Summit the Tested and win the game. But still, this was a turn 3 card, which is exactly what you pretty much always want to happen. Yeah, let me back that up. I have to go fetch Cascading Cataracts here. Otherwise I end up with everything else stuck in my hand. And the downside is that means I can't cast anything else this turn. And yep, just Tron things, man. Hey, if you always play it easy on newer players though, that's how they don't get better. Like, to me, she's making great choices still. Like, she's choosing to attack Karn versus to attack me. Which, typically newer players, all they care about is winning. They don't look at the big picture. Alright, let's see here. So I don't have enough mana to cast both. Planeswalker and Oath of Nissa. If I end up fetching into a tower, an Urza tower, then I should be able to cast a Planeswalker and win this turn. And what do you know? I got a tower. Now it's just all a matter of seeing how long she let me keep doing this combo. Has she seen my deck go off already? Okay. Alright, well, at the very least, tell her that I'm impressed with her deck. And the catbirds are pretty amazing. Never seen those before. Yeah, she knows about the walkers. Hey, tell her the game that she won though. I wasn't going easy on her, so That was her actually getting a win, not me, allowing her to win or anything. Hey, you're just not gonna tell her that for a while, huh? No, mulligan this hand, and this hand, and this hand, and this hand. Oh my goodness. Well, this is a terrible start. Opponent should definitely have it easy. Think they're playing a Helliard combo maybe? Blue Tron Shell, I honestly don't. I can probably tell you how to play Blue Tron, but I have not played it personally myself. Like at first I thought Blue Tron was just terrible all around, and I played against a Blue Tron player and lost the game. So I thought to myself, there's no way on earth, let me challenge him again. And he was also a streamer as well. Challenged him a second time and lost the game again. And then I realized that there's like a nation out there of Blue Tron players and they're just ridiculously good. Like there's specifically one Blue Tron player that always does great every time he participates in tournaments, and that's not something I knew existed. Let's see. I don't really feel like using the sphere here because they'll end up using my green mana source. Hey, she won one of 3 games though, man. Is she already thinking about what to change with her deck to make it better? Bouncing the expedition map back to my hand. Yep. Stolen Forge Mystic. Batter Skull? Yep, Batter Skull. I guess I'll go see what I get since I drew another one. That's not what I want to see. Guess I'll just try again. Oh, so that's not bad. See if I can draw into no piece of Tron. In this game, I can almost say that I'm going to lose 100%. Just because I've played multiple non-Tron lands. Like typically I start interacting on turn 3 or 4. Now I'm going to start interacting on turn 4 or 5. And that's only if I get Nahiri or another Planeswalker that interacts with my opponent. Nice. Is he getting countered? Yep. Just wanted to get Blast Zone on 3. Feel like here my opponent is extremely happy that everything is going in their favor. And again, I would be too. Great Creator does nothing here, and that's game. Okay, it's definitely not keeping this hand or this hand. Oof, man. Where has the Tron look gone? Well, I guess here it is. Finally. Alright, Natural Tron with absolutely nothing to do once again. And just like that, doing something to do. Damping Sphere. That's pretty good. Actually, that's really good on their part. Hmm. So I need to get a Blast Zone to get myself back on track. And I need to get one fairly quickly. Because even if I draw into another land, I still won't be able to do anything with it. As if I put Karn into play, then he can just go kill Karn unless I get Gateway. That way I can put things out without paying their actual mana cost. but I highly doubt that will resolve. Okay. Another arrow coming down. Mm, 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 mm. In a way, this kind of feels bad, but I'm not mad about it simply for the fact that I got natural Tron in my starting hand, so the fact that I had to mulligan down to 3 cards to do that, and my opponent answered with a damping sphere, I'm okay with that. Oh, doesn't have another nexus of. Oh, that's fine. Roll back on the battlefield. That'll be 7 damage. Well, I guess I can put them in a position where they need to ferry, or they need to counter one of my spells to win the game, so that's better than nothing. Remand. Nope, that's game. If they reply in the chat, then I'll concede. Okay, maybe they're just not paying attention to the chat. Maybe. I wonder, does he play a cryptic command or force a negation? Not like it really matter though. Another remand. But can't say I didn't see that coming. Still no response in the chat. Like I should do a league now or wait. Hmm. You know what? I'm gonna go take a break real quick. When I get back, I am just gonna go ahead and do a league. Alright, here we go. Let's get this league started. Yeah, sure. And my stream and restart so I can have the notification go out. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Let's see who's in the chat. Okay, everybody that was here is still here. Appreciate y'all stepping by and showing support, by the way. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Here's my alarm. Alright, so the one card I'm not 1,000% sure on is the Metamorphose. But let's see how many times it shows up and I think to myself, I wish I had something else. Okay, so this is V5. I think my Stream Decker should be updated correctly. I'll check that real quick. Okay, let's see, spells. I'll say it's close enough. I think it might just be missing one card. Alright, so let's get this started and see how we do. Alright. I think just about every time I've come in here, there's always been 1,000-something players in the queue. Okay. Definitely gonna keep this hand. Tell my opponent good luck, have fun. Something I saw another streamer doing was just keeping track of what decks they played against. I think I'm gonna do that as well. Okay, opponent, here you go. Ba-bam. Oh, shoot, they actually said something back. That's pretty cool. So I see blue-red. I am expecting burn, prowess burn. I think for me, they're expecting Tron. Is a huge surprise, you know what I mean? Well, let's see. Alright, so I already have all my Tron lands. Let's get Manical Bolus here. Let's go ahead and put this Chromatic Sphere out and pass turn. I'm trying to save on time right now because that's probably going to turn into something that becomes very major if they're not playing burn. And even if they are playing burn, it's still pretty big because they don't normally take a lot of time for their turns. So in that case, I'm just trying not to time out here. Alright, let's see. They know I have Nicol Bolas. So the fair thing to do here is... I'm just gonna use this to see what's on top. Karn, Great Creator. I think I'm just gonna go Karn and try to destroy their lands first and see what they do. So it looks here like a counter spell. A remand, okay. I can live with a remand. Let's get the second oath out here. The reason why I'm playing the second oath is because I have Cascading Cataracts in my hand. So oath doesn't really serve a purpose except for allowing me to filter through the deck. And I have another tower in my hand as well, so Tamio is a pretty obvious choice. So he knows I have 3 Planeswalkers in my hand. So I think at this point in time, it's going to be fair to say he's figured out I'm playing Tron Walkers. Alright, do you play a spell? No spells? Alright, well, Karn, here you go again. Shot number 2. So my opponent's scooped. They did not show me anything. I want to say I should put in Wormcoil in my deck, but if I put Wormcoil in, I cannot fetch it with Karn to gain me life. Or to use it to be a blocker to gain life. So that's why I'm kind of against that. Trinisphere I think might be good. But once again, that's something it's better off just staying on the sideboard because I can get it with Karn. And let's mulligan. Alright, this hand is not going to get Tron anytime soon. This hand I absolutely will keep. No, I don't need Emrakul or Samut done. Maybe I should have put back a line instead of Samut detested. But what's done is done. Either ways though, I don't think I could have made a wrong choice there. What's my opponent put in here? A striped Riverwinder? Wow. Is this some weird way of reanimating creatures or something? Pithing Needle? What is he gonna choose here? Expedition Map? The OG move is to choose my Chromatic Star, but I don't see it happening. Kind Great Creator, yep. So the land destruction is what made him scoop last time. That's good to know. So I guess that means they're not going as heavy on the lands. I feel like they have a way of getting this back out of the graveyard. Okay, alright, Expedition Map. 2 good choices in my book. Very solid choices. Next turn. A Blood Moon. Definitely should have kept Samut Detested. And once again, it doesn't matter if I kept Samut Detested or not. Okay. Definitely not getting a Ugin here because it's way too far out to actually be used. Blue-red is what they need, and they have blue-red right now. The only issue for them is they only have one blue. As foretold. Living End. Yep, so I was right. They can bring the cards back from the grave. Okay, let's get this out here. This does not have trample. I want to say the best thing to do is to get rid of the as foretold. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. Because this creature has hexproof anyways. The tough decision is what's worse for me. Maybe I should have used Jace to go see what lands I get. As foretold. I could just see them having some kind of progression with as foretold, and I would rather not have to deal with it. So once Nahiri here is gone, there is no way to get rid of Blood Moon, so I'm just gonna have to play around it all game. Yep, killing my Nahiri here. No surprise. They did not play anything else, which is kind of a surprise to me. 5 mana. Let's see, if I play small Jace, make a blocker. The blocker can block this. Then I play big Jace next turn and go look at the top cards of my library. Then I can play a blocker and play Nicol Bolas. That seems like the way to go. Also, I need to remember that Karn and Expedition map are offline. Wish I would draw into a doubling season though. That would infinitely speed up this game for me in my favor. Okay, what are you attacking? Jace? Yep. Alright, you can have the token. Still drawn into more lands here. If that creature didn't have hexproof, it would be so easy to deal with it. 2, 4, 6. I need 1 more mana. Remand. Okay, so that happened. That's probably gonna kill my Jace this turn. If he has remand though, that might also mean that he's playing Cryptic Command, which, because I didn't exile the Blood Moon, you'll basically never have Cryptic Mana online, or Force of Negation Mana online. What I really want to play is Karn Liberated. That way I can start exiling cards from his hand and make it extremely hard to kill. That's okay, I got a tower. I'll Is that how he's gonna separate the piles? That's actually pretty good separation in my book. Considering how much mana I have out. Or I should say how many. Okay, that's the piles. I'll take guaranteed land over possibility of Tron, especially with Tron not being useful right now. So my goal is going to be play Karn Liberated. The following turn play Nicol Bolas Dragon God. Use Karn Liberated's ability for +4 with Nicol Bolas. And then the turn after that, if he does not attack Nicol Bolas, I can win the game. But I don't expect that to happen. Cancel. Actually, what can it hurt to go see one more card, right? Pick Force of Negation. Now I'm debating. I have to play Karn first. So I'll just take the 5 damage. I'm okay with that. Okay, I'll take 5 damage here, unfortunately. Does he have an answer for Karn Liberated? He does. Wow. This game is a little too close for comfort. I can't use Karn Great Creator, so my sideboard's offline. Unfortunately. What did he do last? Oh, he cycled something. I have to draw into a land and Ugin in order to not lose the game. And that's a 1 miss already. Only he didn't have hexproof. I'm wondering what to take out now. Killed me with 1 creature because I had no way of blocking it. Also, my Karn Great Creator was offline. So, I think it's fair to say I can go 2 less on Karn. Put in a Wormcoil Engine and Platinum Angel. Metamorphose, I can probably just take it all together either ways. And I'll put in a Thorn Temporal Gateway, that way I can cheat permanents in play. Relic is also not a bad option since I'm expecting him to be casting spells from the graveyard. Or having creatures enter from the graveyard. So I'll put Relic in the deck. I'll put the Karns back in. The reason for the Karns going back in is Grafdigger's Cage. That will stop him from being able to get his creatures to re-enter the battlefield. So Karns are in. Wogan's also in. And here's the only thing that can get rid of Blood Moon. Guess maybe I'll get rid of one copy of Doubling Season and Jace Cunning Castaway. Tamio doesn't necessarily win the game. Samut does. I'll put Jace back. Nope, I need to take one more card out. I'll take a Doubling Season out. And I'll go with that and see what happens. No, I haven't tried any new sideboard tech. I kind of wandered away from what I was doing originally and somehow ended back pretty close to it, so I just figured I'd run with this for a while and see what happens. Alright, so I'm expecting my opponent to be playing Blood Moon here. Definitely searching for it. Alright, one thing that I realized I was doing is I was over sideboarding for burn. And it's burn, you know, you can't. There's really no way for Tron to be fast enough to just get around it altogether. So I gave up on that idea. Let's see. Does he counter the expedition map? Cycling. Force of negation. Okay. I'm okay with that. Guess I should just go ahead and put another expedition map out now while I have the chance. I lost the first game to this opponent because he played a Blood Moon and he beat me down with a 5/5 hexproof creature. So even though I had tons of ways to deal with creatures, just the fact that it was hexproof, I couldn't really do anything about it, unfortunately. So, kind of changing up the play here a little bit for the second game. Like I pretty much altogether ignored turn 3 Tron just because I didn't get it. And I'm trying to focus more on just playing lands and getting some utilization out of Oath of Nissa. Then when Tron happens to come up, it comes up. Alright, Blast Zone. I think Blast Zone is not going to work. Its creatures cost too much. Yeah, that's 6. That's way too much. At some point in time, I expect my opponent to play Living End, and that's typically the main way they win games. So I'm trying to get access to my sideboard to get Grafdigger's Cage. Where's that? That way creatures cannot enter the battlefield from their graveyard or library. Or I have a Relic of Progenitus in the deck somewhere, if I ever stumble across it. Alright, so I got 4 mana out. I'm gonna say the best thing to do here is to just keep on trying to play Planeswalkers and get value out of them without doubling season, because I'm expecting my opponent to be countering almost everything here. I'm with the tested. Can't say these are the options that I wanted to see. Oh shoot. Just realized I had a relic. Easy choice right there. Does he play... Okay, so I won that game. Nice. So I guess because he saw the relic, he decided to scoop. But a win is a win, so I'll take it. Alright, let's go to game number 2. Either ways, though, I had a relic and a Grafdigger's Cage that I was gunning for, so I think either one of those would shut him down pretty good. By the way, how's your day going so far, Mike? I know for me, I'm wishing that this day would go a little slower because I'm not looking forward to going back to my regular job tomorrow. Not because it's bad or anything, I just... Working 14-hour long days is rough, and I got 3 of them to look forward to back to back. Absolutely love the fact that I work 3 days a week. 13. Actually, I think the longest I've been there is close to like 17 hours or something crazy like that. But at the same time, working only 3 days a week back to back, it's amazing. But while it's going on, life stops. It's just going to work, coming home, going to sleep, going back to work, and then repeat for the next 2 days. Alright, so this is a slower hand. My opponent has a 73 card deck, which is, I think, the first time I've ran into it online. Actually, in a league, it's the first time I ran into it, so that's gonna be interesting. I know I don't need 2 mines. Let's go ahead and keep everything else. Alright. And I have Sylvan Scrying too, so I'm looking at turn 3 Tron here. Aether Veil. Okay, I have a Ugin the Spirit Dragon now. So I'm looking at turn 4 Ugin. So if my opponent's just running mainly creatures, I should be able to get a heads up here pretty quick. Let's see, I got a tower mine, I need a power plant. Alright, here you go. My title says 0-0. Yep, I updated it. Thank you very much for letting me know. Stoneforge Mystic. Well, that means that Ugin will definitely come in clutch next turn. Alright, let's go ahead and play this. Karn liberated. So I already used up 1 mana. So Karn is off the table. So I might as well just keep digging and see what else I get. And why stop, right? See how many options I can assemble here in my hand. Okay, I guess this is where it stops for now. Unless I get a Planeswalker that costs 4. Preferably Samet tested so I can get rid of the Stoneforge. So I have a 1 in like 40 chance of getting it. Okay, I got another card liberated. Alright, I'll take it. So I got 2 cards and an Ugin. Next turn though, I'm playing Ugin the Spirit Dragon to exile the Stoneforge. That way if he tries to flash in a Batter Skull or something, it'll actually kill the Batter Skull as well. Let's see. Now I'm just gonna go Karn here because he played something was blue in it. Just because I'm kind of weary of counter spells. Like I think Ugin is definitely gonna be what shuts him down, if anything. So kind of want to protect that a little bit. Also, pretty sure they'll have a hard time dealing with Karn Liberated here. Leonin Arbiter. Okay, Sword of Feast and Famine. Well, at least now I know he's playing some type of tax deck. But the good thing is Karn's out and we won't have nearly enough damage to kill Karn right now. Does this have protection? Protection from black and green. Lucky for me, I have to discard a card. That's not the lucky part though. Lucky part is Karn Liberated is colorless, so I'll have to worry about that. I guess he's just trying to get as many threats on the battlefield as possible right now. Okay, let's exile his blue land here. Blue producing land. That's just because I'm being wary of counter spells. Okay. So he decided to add his blue mana. I'm just gonna go ahead and skip phases here. The reason why is I don't want him having that blue mana sitting around when I cast Ugin. I think mana tilt might be a thing. Nope. Let's exile everything 3 or less. Okay, got a 1/1 token and move on to next turn. Hey, he's playing a 80 card deck, so who knows what he has in there. I think at this point he might just be fishing for information with Ghost Warrior, trying to see if I have any basic lands. So he still has the Aether Veil out. Yep. So yeah, I think fishing for information with Ghost Warrior. And let's go ahead and exile this Aether Veil. See what he decides to put out here. So it's getting rid of the token. Oh, it says you control, huh? Okay, so I guess the play here is to just go ahead and get Tron back online. Which is still just more information for him. Alright, so I don't feel like I was matched up bad against that opponent at all. Like, I'm not even sure what on my sideboard would be good against them because they didn't do very much. Yeah, playing a new card and exiling it was definitely the play I was going for there. Seemed like the most appropriate one in my book. I'm happy you felt the same way. Otherwise, you would have definitely seen something that I didn't think about. I think I'm just gonna go ahead and run it back and see where it goes. Yeah, I'm not gonna change anything. Yeah, I think this hand is just a little bit too risky. And this hand I can keep. Don't need Emrakul for sure. Alright. Hopefully I don't draw the other basics since I expect him to destroy at least one of my Tron land pieces. Turn 1 Aether Veil again. Oh man, he mulliganed down to 4 cards. Which I'm not complaining about. Oh, mulligan down to 5 cards. Alright, so playing blue very early on in the game this time. Like, I feel like anytime you make a deck with 80 cards in it, everything you know about odds and everything just goes straight out the window. Sprite Dragon, right? Yep. It's a pretty cool image. Phyrexian Revoker, what's he choosing? Expedition map? Card Liberated? Chromatic Star. Yeah, that's a pretty good player. Like, it's very rare that people just target the artifact out here early on in the game. So he has 1 card left in hand. Well, I guess we keep going up on mana and see what happens. Thalia comes out. Well, I need 2 more lands in order to cast Karn. Unless I end up getting... How did he end up drawing more cards? Oh, he got Urion back to his hand, or put Urion in his hand. Nice. I end up getting Tron online. Alright, so obviously putting Karn out here just to shut off his Aether Veils is a huge win. One downside to that though is no Urion can't come out yet. I just have to put him out and just keep him alive. So we can keep him alive for 1 turn, then I should be able to play Ugin next turn. Let's make this into a creature, shall we? Next turn, if I play Ugin and exile everything, he should scoop to that, maybe? But we'll see. Yeah. What you're saying about the chromatic star for Sylvan Scrying makes sense. I just, at the same time, feel like it's kind of fragile. Okay, he's attacking with just Thalia. Let's go ahead and block that. And I get to draw a card still. Another Karn. Another Phyrexian Revoker. Is he gonna name Karn Great Creator here? Ugin the Spirit Dragon. Karn Great Creator. If I play Ugin, I just need to exile for 2. Then you have 5 counters left. Yeah, that's the right play. So I can't activate Karn this turn. The good thing though is I have Doubling Season in hand, so and 3 Karns. So I guess next turn I can use a Karn to exile a Revoker. And then the next turn after that, exile another Revoker or something. Okay, 2 wins in a row. Looking pretty good so far today. Let's go to the next game. Yeah, that was a pretty amazing hand. The fact there that I just drew into Tron and then followed up with just Karns and Ugins, pretty amazing. But I don't know if you had checked out my video yesterday. My stream from yesterday. All I really played was just Karns, Ugins, and I think 3 copies of Nicol Bolas. And I was still able to go 3-2. So just having the Karns and Ugins in there from the Tron shell definitely is a huge win. At least enough to keep me above winning 50% of the games. But yeah. It also made me kind of wonder about playing just a regular Tron engine because I feel like having Thought-Knot Seers and Wormcoil engines would definitely make it a little bit more consistent. But I've never actually played regular Tron, so can't say for sure. Alright, we got an opponent with a regular deck this time. And a hand I'm definitely gonna keep. And here he's probably getting played late. Hopefully I don't end up playing the worst. But we will see. Okay, so starting off with, I'm thinking that I'm playing against Storm at this point. So one more land and we could win or not win. Yep, playing against Storm. think it's about the same, regardless of whichever way I do this, so hopefully he attacks with the Baral. Oh, nice. Going into a 7 scrying is pretty sweet. Let's see, I got a tower, mine, and a power plant. So next turn I'm just gonna exile his Baral if I'm alive. Okay, never mind. Him playing the Goblin Electromancer changes things. Alright, 1 second, I gotta take the skull. I have no idea what this is. Alright, so that was people calling me about refinancing. Alright, let's see. I need to get rid of both of his creatures. The only one way to stop him from winning that way is to try to find a Karn Great Creator so I can play Trinisphere. So I'm just gonna have to go fish here. I probably should have chosen to use my Manamorphose first. On the off chance that he does not have his combo together. Either ways, if I live till next turn, I'm pretty much winning with my combo, doubling season and the Nahiri into Emrakul. So just gotta risk it here and see what happens. A remand. Okay. Well, nothing I could do here. Whatever happens, happens from here on. So even if I had casted a Karn Great Creator, he still would have countered it. Or Trinisphere. So let's see, guy. Do you have your combo in hand? Hey, if he wins this turn, he wins. There's not much else I could do at this point. It goes to attack. All I can do here is try for my combo and see if it hits. But first, let's not use let's go ahead and use Manamorphose first just to draw an extra card. Should allow this to pass, no problem. Because it's really not a threat. Okay, so doubling season. And then I just noticed something. Both of these are on 2. So I can play a Blast Zone. If I play a Blast Zone, comes out on 2, so then I can sack it right off the bat. Since I sack it, it kills both the creatures. Which means that now he has to find another way to win. Or another creature that makes the spells cost less. Oof, okay. So got myself out of that hole right there for now. Another Baral comes out, except he's down by 2 mana this time. Alright, let's go ahead and play a power plant. Now, just comes down to does he have enough to counter both my spells? If he doesn't have enough, then I'll be able to win. If he has enough, then I guess I gotta go fish. Alright. Tail's End? I don't think he plays Tail's End. Okay. Let's go get an Emrakul. Alright, let's go ahead and skip to attack phase. Yep, alright, so game one against Storm. So that's a big win. Oof. Who the heck is Brian Crook? Bryant Cook? I don't know too many big names in the community. As far as I am concerned, when I got added to you guys' server, with you all playing Magic, that's the biggest community I've ever known as far as Magic goes. Storm aficionado? Gotcha. Let's see. Trinisphere is the obvious win here, but I have to leave Trinisphere in my sideboard just because I have the 4 Karns, so I'm going to use Karn to try and find them. Besides that, Relic of Progenitus is the only other option, but I'm putting Relic in the deck just so I have 5 options against them. But there's really nothing else that I can sideboard in. Like, I guess I could do a Platinum Angel just so he has another target. Just making infinite creatures doesn't win the game. Me gaining life or me destroying lands doesn't work because he's playing those, what's the name? Those lands that can turn into other types or whatever. I guess not Wormcoil. A Walking Ballista would be able to kill some of his creatures, so Walking Ballista take out a doubling season. I think that's it. Well, we'll see what happens. Oh, his name says Brian Cook. Yeah, I did not see that at first. Okay, so we know that he always plays to go ahead and try to get Goblin Electromancer or Baral out on the field, so playing for a Blast Zone activation might work. Nah, it's too slow. And I have none of my sideboard cards in hand. Also, no sideboard card in hand again here. Like these hands are getting progressively worse. Let's see. I'll go ahead and mulligan down. Okay, I'll stick with this hand. No sideboard cards still, but at least I have some interaction. Don't need that, or that. Oh, this is funny. Alright, now we just play the odds and see what happens. Granted, I've lost and won many games of just having Tron on turn 3, so we will see what type of game this is. Yep, man, it's all about the turn 3 Tron. Oh man, that's funny. Opting, I mean, Serum Visions. Guess he might be looking for a Baral here, or to me, it kind of feels like he kept a one-lander. Nope. Oh, he played it tapped. Guess I'll just go ahead and fetch here because I don't think he plays interactions with lands. Tower Mine, I need a power plant. If I can get Ugin on the field, I think I might be okay-ish. Let's play a power plant. He has no morale on the field yet, so that's good. I'm halfway tempted to just go ahead and get a Cascading Cataract so I can cast my Planeswalkers, but I think getting Blast Zone is just a better option. So I can put Blast Zone on 2 and then have it sit around waiting. If I can live that long. Erratic Ritual. I think he's trying to go off. Gifts Ungiven. Alright, so since I will have Blast Zone sitting out on the field, I'm gonna say it's fair to say I can put all his things that give him extra mana in the graveyard. So if he has a Desperate Ritual and a Poetic Ritual, those are definitely the two that I want to go into his grave. I had to read that just now just to make sure I didn't give him those cards to go to his hand, because that would have been unfortunate. Alright, so I drew into a Karn here. Now let's go ahead and put Karn out here. Does he counter it? I'm kinda hoping he counters it. Nice. I think the correct play here now is to... Even if I uptick on Blast Zone, I can't activate it until my turn. But if I uptick on Blast Zone now, then next turn I'll be able to possibly put both Trinisphere out and still have mana for Blast Zone if I draw into a land. Manamorphose. At this point in the game, it's pretty much almost, I would want to say, too late. Just because Storm normally goes off before now, so the fact that I'm still alive is kind of amazing in itself. Also, I think if he, instead of doing the, what's the name? The grappling shot win, if he goes the route of just trying to make creatures, then I can stop his creatures from attacking. Just because I have the Blast Zone out, he might choose not to do the typical grapple shot win, but we'll see. Well, if he doesn't win this turn, the next turn I'm playing Trinisphere. It looks like he's trying to draw into one of the guys. Opt is his last card to let him draw. And even if he uses Opt, I guess he would be able to cast all his rituals again. Guess that was a Metamorphose from hand, Goblin. Yeah, I think he's got it at this point. Unless he's missing the grapple shot. Yeah, I'd say that's a pretty good game though. I got him to delay his storm by what? One turn? One or two turns? Okay, now I have Relic in hand and Blast Zone. So I'm definitely gonna keep this hand. Even though it's not looking too much like Tron on turn 3. Maybe 4, maybe? Let's see. I think a good thing for us here is if he mulligans. I think regardless of whatever goes on, I'll need to keep mana open for a Relic. And make sure I use it every single turn. Turn off auto heals. Nice. I'd say it's kind of early in the match to make sure I have mana open though. Should play a braid. There is nothing I can do about that. So either later on he would counter it or just straight up kill it. Alright, so now let's go the next round. I don't want to say rushing for Karn, Great Creator, is the best option. Probably the better option is just to uptick on Blast Zone and then wait. Because at least I could delay him that way. I just need to make sure I keep 3 mana open. Which at this point in time I don't have, but let's see if the draw is in our favor here. Okay, alright, I appreciate the lurk. Good luck with the studying, and thanks for just showing up and showing your support. Didn't draw into a land there. Now I drew into a land. Not quite the land I need. Either ways, I can't use the Blast Zone right now, so might as well go ahead and fetch. Should counter this. He did not play a land last turn, which means he didn't get a land. He needs at least one more land to go off and make things work. So let's go ahead and try to fetch once more. See if I get a power plant. Get the power plant out. Fast turn. Him going up on mana once again is the problem, so maybe what I should have done there is I shouldn't have fetched, and I should have just left my blast zone open. Hmm. Hmm. He finally got the last land that he was looking for. Maybe I just shouldn't have fetched. But that would have made him one turn slower. Hmm. Then with him being one turn slower, let's see. Being one turn slower, I would have still been behind him. Guess at the end of his turn, I could have popped my expedition map. Then on my turn, I would have one more mana available. Well, learned a lesson today about Storm. Guess I just have to keep Blast Zone open longer. Once he casts the grapple shot, it's gonna be game. Okay, alright. Well, I'll take this hill happily. After all, this is one deck that I didn't think I would stand too much of a chance against. Alright, 2 more matches left. I cannot keep this hand. Nor this hand. Along with this one. Dang, Shuffler is not being very nice right now. Mulligan down to 3 cards. Okay. So some type of Titan. Or Uro. Looks of it. Mana leak. So definitely Uro. Ren 6. Alright, let's get this out here, see if we can get another piece of Tron. Nice, we got a power plant. So in 2 turns we should have Tron online. Downside is no idea what comes afterwards yet. Volunteer still going up on lands. Let's go ahead and play the power plant. Man, the value out of that Ren 6 is just amazing. Let's see, power plant mining the tower. Alright, let's see if we can draw into something now. That's something, but not something that's useful right now. I guess if I draw a doubling season off the top, then I can use what's the name? Jace's ultimate ability with doubling season to make infinite copies of himself and infinite 2/2 tokens to win the game. Alright, so Khan, great creator. He has a force on negation here, so should be a pretty easy counter. Yep. Next turn. Force of negation going back to hand again. And Mystic Sanctuary MVP. Doubling season. Awesome. So I got the doubling season that I wanted. Downside is I am 1000% sure it's gonna get countered. Unfortunately. Okay, did not get countered, so I expect my opponent to use Cryptic Command at some point in time and then bounce it back to my hand. Especially since they have Force of Negation. Only one saving grace would be if I draw into another Planeswalker, then I could try to cast both. To hope one of them gets countered as a sacrificial spell. Uh, Either ways though, for my opponent's 7 cards in hand, playing a deck with counters, having a lot of mana open, they are in a pretty good position. I think I'm just gonna try to wait and see. About casting spells. I'm trying to get at least two spells together to cast them at the same time. Let's get Blast Zone out here, and then let's go ahead and sacrifice the Blast Zone. That way it gets rid of the Renin 6. Earl coming out. Gets to play an extra land, gain some life. Force the negation still in hand. I almost want to say the only option for us here is Emrakul, but we are leaps and bounds away from Emrakul mana right now. So his Force of Negation in the graveyard has retrace, so he can use it again from his graveyard. So let's not provoke the bear too much this time. Nice, so that's one counter spell that he had gone. So I need to draw into another Planeswalker. Time Warp, take an extra turn. Then he's going to do that again, so that I'm at least taking 12 points of damage here. And he's getting at least 2 more cards. So let's skip until... see if this works. I am not. Magic Online is being a little bit retarded right now. Oh, so he has a retrace, that means you can cast it any number of times? That's a little bit ridiculous. Okay, so Magic Online is being a little laggy. Alright, why can't I type? That was weird. Okay. Splitting Overall Titan's Wrath. Yes, once again I'm putting a relic in. Take a Metamorphose out. Graph Digger's Cage I'll leave in there just for Karn. Thinking if I should take the Graph Digger's Cage out and leave the relic in the graveyard. The reason why is the Graph Digger's Cage is mainly for Uro. The relic is for spells, really. Yeah, I think I'll just go with the relic. What else do I want to change here? I think that's it. Okay, someone sent a message. Okay, to here. Okay, I guess I'll just go with this. I'll put small again. That hand's not good either. Oh my goodness. Hmm. I can't keep this hand. Why not? Hmm. Hmm. I guess I've had too much fun with Tron tonight. I thought I was about to mulligan down to no cards, but apparently I was about to mulligan down to one card. Should have taken that option. And 6 right off the bat. Alright, let's see. Expecting this to get countered, I guess it didn't. Guess I get interplanar beacon. I'm just gonna go ahead and sack this for a green again. Figure that would only be a matter of time before he countered one of my cantrips. He's probably just gonna try to go for the ult on Rain and then counter all my spells every time I play something. I think it's fair to say I can just wrap this one up because he has the emblem now. Why Moto's being so laggy? Alright. Fifth and final game. Not keeping this hand. Definitely keeping this hand. Not keeping Dragon God. It's because I can't cast him anytime soon. And if I'm casting him, I'd rather cast Doubling Season first. Goblin Guide, so I'm going against Sperm. I probably should have kept that up. Oh, let's go get a Blast Zone. Sunbaked Canyon. Rift Bolt entered into exile. And another one entered into exile. Sorry, let's go get a tower. Let's see. Let's play Karm. And let's go play a Trinosphere. Nice. Don't need Manamorphose as usual. You got a Worm coil engine in there. I think the Jace Cunning Castaway combo just won't work in this case because it's one turn slow and now die to burn. Die to a burn spell if I get to that point. And let's see. Honestly, just put Platinum Angel in here just to have an extra thing to try to keep me alive. I'm gonna 4 Planeswalkers. I'll say cut 1 on Doubling Season and put in a Walking Ballista. So inside my deck, let's see what's gonna be good against this person. Of course, the Titan, Silent Arbiter, Trinisphere, which I'm moving in. Duckle Metal Coating. I guess the Relic might also be okay. But we'll see. Definitely cannot keep this hand. Or this hand. I am keeping this hand, however. Don't need that or that. Done. Then the Spirit Dragon is my next card. Even if he plays Blood Moon here, I'll still be okay. 2, 4, 6. He mulligan down to 5 cards. Power Plant Lion under the tower. Rift Bolt. Cataracts was on top that time. Let's go ahead and get Karna here. So I'm going to be at 6 life. At least the other guy lets me see a land, so I'd rather keep him around. So I'm going to be at 6. That's 36. I'm at 1 life now. Okay. That's a typical game against Burn right there. Alright, I'll keep this hand. So turn 3, possibly going into Trinisphere. Mulls to 6 cards. Okay, so we know he still has Skullcrack. Probably one of the better spells that he has left to cast still, but since the majority of his cards are 1 mana cost, I think Trinisphere will definitely set him back some. Skullcrack can deal 3 damage. Next turn I can play Wormcoil Engine. Yeah, Wormcoil Engine is my only option. But I just realized I put him into the deck. Hmm. Let's see my sideboard here. If I play Silent Arbiter, I'll be able to block his creature. But then in 2 turns I might be dead. Sundering Titan won't do any. Actually, Titan does destroy his land. So then you need to draw into another land in order to attack me. Or I guess I could do both. This is saying spells have to cost 3 or more, so I can't cast Liquid Metal Coating. Actually, I can go ahead and make Trinisphere into a creature, so it can block for me. So cast Karn, exile a land, make Trinisphere into a creature. Darn it, I forgot to play Interplanar Beacon first. Play Blast Zone. Okay, nice. So he couldn't attack there. Let's go ahead and exile another land. Nice. So nice little 3-2 victory there. Pretty much breaking even, staying about where we were at. I would say in those games, though they were kind of rough, learned how to play against Storm a little bit better, which I don't have a lot of experience playing against. And that's one deck that I had completely wrote myself off from winning, but I was able to win the first game. But I lost the next 2. I will say one thing I've learned though is with Blast Zone, if I have Blast Zone open and the mana to destroy it, and it's on 2, I should prioritize keeping that open on the field versus anything else. The reason why is It just makes it to where my opponent takes one extra turn to go ahead and actually use the storm damage. But also, I think another thing with that is the person who I was playing against, I think his name was Ryan Cook. Ryan Cook. He actually still needed 2 turns because of me holding up Blast Zone. But what he did is he used my end step as actually one of those extra turns. So he was still able to go off on his regular turn because he went ahead and used it on mine. So pretty amazing plays on his part. Next time though, I'm gonna have to make sure I keep Blast Zone open. But it's been fun. I will catch you all next time, probably on Sunday, because I'm working like 14 hours the next 3 days, so needless to say, I'm gonna get home and I'm gonna go to sleep. I already feel myself getting tired just thinking about it. But yeah, next 3 days I'm not gonna be streaming. So I will catch you all on Sunday. Alright, it's been nice hanging out with you peeps. I appreciate you all stopping in here and showing support. Talking about Skull Clamp. Fleet. Lemon Juice. Mike. A couple of night bots in here, you know. My Lio bots out there always showing up. And showing out sometimes, you know, kicking people because they got the power now. Alright, so I appreciate the support. I'll catch you all peeps later.